name is Jonnea. If you're trying to figure out if I'm a hairy lesbian or a pretty boy, the answer is yes. It's true, I am trans, which just means I have more fun than you. Okay? And when it comes to my pronouns, I use she, her, he, him interchangeably. No they, because I say so. Those are the rules. And I like playing in between genders because it lets me have options, right? For example, I was on a Greyhound bus, okay? I was on a Greyhound bus and it broke down on the side of the road. And so I started feeling real manly all of a sudden. So I stood up, I was like, what the fuck is going on in this bus? Okay? What the fuck is going on? And across the aisle, another man stood up, and we make eye contact. I'm like, oh, we're gonna figure this shit out together, right? And so we're talking like maybe the engine's too hot or the Kool-Aid is leaking, which at this point, I'm just making up car words, okay? Just trying to fit in. And I then make a joke, a ha-ha, if you will, which is that, what if it's like the Titanic, it's women and children first, which would be crazy because it's a Greyhound bus. And that's exactly what happened. The bus driver came back onto the bus and was like, women and children first. And I was like, oh, I guess that's me, okay? First and foremost, I identify as a damsel in distress. I need to be rescued. We're making up car words. I'm not safe with him, you know? So last year, my grandmother died. Sorry, no pivot there. So last year my grandmother died. It was very sad. But the way I found out was that my aunt texted me and was like, hey, Jonnea, I just want you to know that your grandmother has finally transitioned. I had the same thought, right? And so all I could think of was like, okay, Grandpa, fuck it up, okay? Like the number, that's so cute. Speaking of family, is anyone here mixed? Mixed background? Woo! Okay, not alone. You want to shout out your mix?
Black and white.
Classic. Classic combo. I'm also mixed. I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. My dad is black. My mom is the other one, right? And you might know this, is that if you have parents from different backgrounds, they will say racist shit to each other, okay? For example, my mom would call my dad ghetto. You can't say that. Did he though stack 2 king-size mattresses on top of each other and call it a super bed? I don't know if it's got a wet something, right? And then my dad would just call my mom Mexican. Which, it's just not true. It's just but I feel like there's no Mexican community in my house, so I don't know what to say, right? Just catching strays. Besides the racism, my parents are quite nice. Sometimes people ask if they're okay with the trans thing, and I'm very lucky they are. In some ways, my personal brand is that I take testosterone, which means I'm approaching masculinity, but not in a rush, okay? It's dangerous. Look, I'll admit it, I bought 3-in-1 shampoo, okay? Fellas, I can't be the only one, right? Like, that shit does not work. Does not work. And so, but taking tea, I think, has made me closer to my mom, actually. Like, for example, we both get hot flashes now. And in some ways, I think I've become a bit more of like a bitchy gay man. And inside of her is a bitchier gay man, you know? Both change. For example, the way my parents react to the changes is quite fun. Like, my dad is jealous. I have more body hair than him, so he's now thinking about transitioning. And my mom, she likes to say, oh, Jonnea, are you still on those shots because you don't look any different? Which, it's exactly what a bitchy gay man would say, right? And, here's the thing. I know they're working, okay? Because men talk to me different, right? Men will engage with me in the most boring conversations I've ever had. Whether it's about, like, women, sports, or cars, or it's just disturbing. Right? It's either, hey man, have you seen the game last night? Or, I think women should die. Those are the only 2 options. Right? And I'll tell you, for example, like, a few weeks ago, my friend called me and said, hey, like, do you think I should meet up with this girl on the internet? Which, sure, right, it's 2024, but the thing is, he's engaged. So, I said, changes it up, right? So, I said, no, you shouldn't do that. Don't meet up with her. And it got quite awkward where we got to this weird fight, and he said, hey Johnny, I called you, and you answered the phone with a she, her, Latina mindset. And what I wanted was a he, him, nigga mindset. So I think I'm thinking about detransitioning. It's too hard. Alright, my name is Johnny, thank you.